Welcome to the Fray Flag Pack. It's Termex here, and welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. And in today's Borderlands 3 video, I'm going to be talking about a subject that a lot of people are actually really being pretty expressful about. They're being completely honest about this one. And today I want to talk about the reroll system with anointments. Now, I did make a video about diamond keys and how flawed they are. You can check out that video in the top right if you want to be more interested in that, but I'm keeping this video's topic to just iridium only. Now, my flak here before the update had almost 300,000 iridium, and I'm already down to 88,000. I mean, it's not terrible, it's not bad, but I want to talk about mathematically why the iridium reroll system is very excessive. Now, traditionally when I make these type of honest opinion videos, I always get the comments, well, you should stop crying about it. At least we actually have it in the game, you ungrateful. But no, I'm completely grateful for this. I love the fact that they added something that the community requested, but there's a difference between applying your delivery and delivering it correctly. You could always deliver on a promise, but you got to make sure the promise works. And honestly, I love the reroll system. I'm not against it whatsoever. I think it's probably one of the best things that's ever happened in Borderlands 3 alongside this thing. This thing is also pretty cool. But Gearbox, can you please add more stuff to this so I could buy stuff? Thank you. Let's say I want to reroll my torrents. So I'm going to place my torrent, and it's going to cost me 250 iridium to actually reroll this anointment. Now, I'm going to sit here and reroll my anointment until I get my consecutive hits back. This will give us a nice little estimate to as how much iridium on average it takes to get the anointment you want, starting from something you don't want. So if I want a consecutive hits, let's see. I have 88,721, and we're going to keep going until we see another consecutive hits. Alright, we finally got the consecutive hits anointment. I did skip over it once, but I got it like 3 rolls later. So I went from 88,000 iridium down to 27,000 that quickly for a single anoint. Now, this isn't a one-time occurrence. This happens on a regular basis. And the fact that it took me almost, was it 50,000? I'm going to have to go back in the recording. I'll probably put it on screen right now. But it took me that much freaking iridium to get the anointment I wanted, or at least cycle back to my original anointments. And that's where the problem lies. But once again, this is going to be one of my more controversial videos where I say they need to change it. Yes, that's probably one of the most common words I've ever said, but they need to change this because this is a huge issue. Not everyone could sit here and farm hundreds of thousands of iridium every single day just to simply re-roll their anointments. Now, 250 as a price is pretty expensive, but not that it's just expensive. There's this thing called RNG. Once again, I get it. You get the gun you want, and you could just re-roll the anointment instead of putting the hours into farming it again. But at this point, I would rather just farm the gun again. I would rather just keep farming the gun from its dedicated drop to get the anointment. There should at least be some sort of re-rolling to the point where it's like, okay, if you re-roll within a session and I skip past splash damage, as I keep re-rolling, I shouldn't be able to get splash damage again. Does that make sense? So if I for instance put a rocket launcher in there and it has consecutive hits and I click E, I re-roll the 250 and it gives me on action skill end fire damage. If I click E again, I should never be able to get that action skill and fire damage within that rolling session. That's how I would personally fix it, but if they didn't want to do anything along those lines, I would simply make it cheaper. And I wouldn't make it too much cheaper. Maybe 100 is a good even round number, but 250 iridium is kind of freaking ridiculous. Alright, so I did find an iridium rock, so let's see our iridium right now. We're at 23,471. We're going to hit this. And we are at 23,480. So we got 9 iridium. So let's say on average, 1 iridium rock gives us 10 iridium. On average, let's just say that was the case. It would take you 25 iridium rocks just to re-roll your gun a single time. 25 rocks to re-roll your gun once. And that wouldn't be a problem if rocks were common. But rocks really aren't that common. Each map probably has about 10 to 15 maximum, unless you have certain areas that have like clumps that you could respawn farm. but that is a little excessive in my opinion. If it was 10 rocks, it would make a lot more sense, but 25 Iridium rocks, and you probably need more because that only gave me 9. Some of them might give you 6, some of them might give you 3. It all really depends because it's RNG at the end of the day, but it takes that many rocks to reroll your gun a single time. I think that's kind of ridiculous. Me personally, that is a bit excessive for wanting to reroll my anointments. The amount of time you're going to have to put into that, and as you just saw, I spent nearly 50,000 Iridium on a single reroll anoint, and if I wanted 50,000 to get a guaranteed anoint, I would be hitting rocks for the next 2 freaking weeks. Borderlands 4 would be out by the time I actually got enough Iridium to reroll my perfect God roll back burner. It just, in my opinion, I feel like I love Borderlands, right? I've been playing for probably almost 10 years now, but the amount of RNG on top of RNG Borderlands 3 has become it's just so it's exhausting. The amount of RNG that Borderlands 3 has, and I don't think many people are going to argue with this statement, the amount of RNG this game has is uncomparable to any other Borderlands game. If you want a relic with specific rolls and specific stats, it is literally like a 1 in 1 million chance on a victory rush to get a certain amount of rolls that you want. It's literally that rare to get certain things in this game. But I'm not really going to get into the RNG of Borderlands because I feel like I'm going to start a war in the comments. So let's not get into that. I just wanted this video to come across as this Iridium system needs some sort of fixing, or some sort of system that doesn't make us get scammed by Crazy Earl every day. It's like he's shoving the Iridium in our face and he's like, yeah, thanks for the Iridium, boyo. I'll keep this. But in all honesty, guys, I really do make these videos so I could let you guys know my honest opinion on things. And I always want to let you guys know personally what I think about certain features in the game. And if by random chance my videos get noticed by people that work at Gearbox, that's probably my main goal at the end of the day, to let them know that, hey, I'm a part of the Borderlands community and I'm trying to help you improve the features of your game. As you guys can see, I just got 6 Iridium from that rock, so you can see it's going to be completely freaking random, so it's probably not even going to be 25 rocks. It's going to more, see, we're barely, Jesus, yeah, Iridium needs some sort of change, or rocks need to get buffed in some sort of way for me to enjoy this reroll system's pricing. But anyway, guys, that's just my personal opinion on the Iridium reroll system, all the changes that happened, and I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think that these changes are what the game needed? Do you think the reroll system should stay at 250? Or do you think they should be adjusting it just a little bit? But try not to start too much of a war in the comments. I know you guys are very vocal about your opinions. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. Subscribe if you're new and you want to join the Flak Pack. And hit that bell so you never miss another video from me. And join that Flak Pack Discord if you guys want to stay connected with me, talk to me personally, and check out all the cool things behind the scenes. But anyway, hope you guys have a terrific day, and I'll see you guys later.